Texas lands their 18th commitment this way via North Carolina in Smoke Matthews, the cornerback. Smoke Matthews, or Samari Matthews, is 6'1", 190 pounds. He is the number 57 player nationally, according to the 247 composite, and he is the number 6 cornerback in the country, according to that composite as well. A very, very talented player joining the Texas Longhorns. I believe the 7th top 100 player, according to 247, that has joined the Texas Longhorns. It's been a busy month, losing out on Felix Ojo, getting John Turntine, losing out on Lamar Brown, losing out on Jamarian Carlton. But we add Samari Matthews to the list of guys that have joined this Texas recruiting staff or season. Boundary corner with aggressive tendencies, guys. This guy plays the football extremely well for a high school kid, and especially a high school kid that does not get picked on very often. This is a guy that doesn't have that many stats. He has 16 tackles and 2 interceptions last year. That's it, and that's because he was not tested. He was always in good position, and then when the ball was thrown his way, he either broke up that pass, made a play on the receiver when they caught the ball, or intercepted the pass. He was very, very good with his hands. He's very good ball skills. He's a great, great athlete. Good at shedding and keeping containment and running. This is something I think we're going to miss a lot from Jahdae Barron. Jahdae Barron was one of the best players I've ever seen at the cornerback position at Texas do this. He was very good at keeping contained, and then when he decided to come downhill and deliver a really good hit to get the ball carrier on the ground, that's something I think this guy can do well. And he does well right away in high school, and he'll learn to do it in college. And he's got the physical tools to do it. He's actually about the same size as Jahdae Barron was, and I actually think he's probably a little bit faster. And we just saw Jahdae Barron run like a 4.38 40 and join my Denver Broncos. So I really, really like the physical tools this guy possesses. I think he fits very well in the Pete Kwiatkowski scheme, which is, hey, if we're going to play man, a little bump and run. And then if we're not, we're going to drop back into cover 3 and use your length, read the quarterback size, and you'll make a play on the football, a la Richard Sherman with the Seattle Seahawks. So I think he fits very, very well with this football team. This is crazy to me, and I could not believe this when I read it. 22.95 in the 200 meter, and you think, that's solid. That's pretty good. That's, 11.1 in the 100 meters. That is in 10th grade, guys. That is in 10th grade. So this is a guy that's probably going to end up being a 10.700 meter guy, which is phenomenal, phenomenal speed for someone at this length and size. And it, again, fits very, very well in this Pete Kwiatkowski system. And it's just an overall great pickup because this guy's a very good football player. I think he's going to be a consensus top 50 player when this thing's all said and done. That's how good he is. And you beat a couple teams here that you need to beat. You beat Miami. You beat South Carolina. Beat Clemson. South Carolina came on strong, but Texas made a comparable offer, and he obviously chose to go to Texas because of the way they've started to develop defensive backs with Jahdae Barron, Andrew Makuba, guys of that nature going on and being successful in the NFL. I think you're going to have more guys, Michael Taft, Manny Muhammad, Kobe Black, Jelani McDonald. All these guys are going to have success here and move on to the NFL and hopefully have success there as well. Mark Orphy came over from Rutgers and has done a very, very, very good job at recruiting guys. He lands Samari Matthews as the lead recruiter. He landed Hayward Howard, who I'm very high on as a 3-star. I think he's a very good player. He reminds me a lot of Caleb Chester in last class, who I also was a fan of with the length and athleticism. And then he also landed Jermaine Bishop, which is a 5-star athlete that, I don't know where he plays at this point. That's going to be very interesting, but this is a very, very get for the Texas Longhorns. Very exciting times for Texas here, and a very, very good player. And I think, guys, you have to realize with this Texas team, they are going to be competitive offer-wise with guys they want and guys they absolutely think they need. This is one of those guys. This is your staple in that cornerback room, and we've kind of seen it. Look, you got Diabell, really good quarterback for that quarterback room. Probably sits a year, maybe 2, then plays for Texas. You got John Turnine. I think he can play right away or sit a year and then play for Texas, and that's a very good offensive lineman. You get Samari Matthews at the cornerback position. I think could play right away, if not sit a year, play after that. So you have a quarterback, an offensive lineman, and a cornerback that can come in and play right away. You have defensive linemen that I think can play right away, and Richard Wesley and Vodney Cleveland. So you're getting guys at certain positions that can play right away. And I think that tells you we're not on the Felix Ojo train of, hey, this guy's going to take probably 2 to 3 years to develop to be at his full potential. We want guys that can fast track this thing because we know we have a good quarterback that can win us a national championship. And that's why you go after a Richard Wesley that can, I think, play right away. You go after a Vodney Cleveland that can play right away. You go after a Samari Matthews that can play right away. You go after a John Turnine that can play right away. And those guys, and that's why you get those guys. So we'll see if that trend continues. I think they are all in on Tyler Atkinson from Georgia. I think it's going to come down to Texas and Georgia. I think Caden Prothro is the guy they would really want as well as the second best tight end in this class after missing out on Mark Bowman. And that's another thing too. They definitely wanted Mark Bowman, but they're not willing to go to $2 million a year for a tight end. I personally don't believe in that either, especially with someone like Nick Townsend on the roster, who's a very, very good football player. So again, guys, this is the 18th commitment. This is another top 100 player. I think Alabama and USC are the only two programs with more top 100 players in the 247 consensus. So Texas is doing a fine job recruiting, and they're ahead of the pace last year of their number one class they landed. People need to calm down. It's July. We will get two guys you've never even heard of or we haven't even offered yet, and we're going to flip one or two guys as well. I can guarantee that. That's 4 guys that we're going to get that we don't even know we're going to get at this point. We're not even technically in on. So don't worry. Texas now is ranked in probably 11th or 12th. We are good here on the 40 acres. Calm down. We got a great offensive line class. We have a great defensive line class. We have a really good cornerback coming in now, and also a great quarterback of the future in Diabell. Please, guys, hit that like button and subscribe down below. Also, we are here every Monday at 8 p.m. Eastern Time. My co-host Gerald and I are breaking down the latest news, trends, and things going on with the Texas Longhorns. So please hit that like button. Please subscribe and join us every Monday at 8 p.m. Eastern Time. Eventually, we are going to have a call-in show. But guess what we need? We need more subscribers and more people to tune in. More people tune in, we'll have a call-in show. You guys can call in and talk with us. We'd be the only Texas channel that does that, by the way. So please hit that like button. Please subscribe and hook them, guys.